Hey, what's going on, Weavers? Tim here again. In today's video, we're learning how to make the Kahuku Sanctified, which is a modification of the Sanctified Bracelet, and we're doing this in an Avengers Endgame theme. Went with these colors to kind of emulate the colors of the Quantum Realm suits, and yeah, super excited about Avengers, so I wanted to do this one. Huge shout out to Delton Dixon for coming up with this original design. I'll link his Instagram profile down below. So with that being said, let's get into the tutorial. So to start this bracelet off, we're using a 4-strand core double cow's hitch on both sides. If you don't know how to do this setup, feel free to check out my linked tutorial in the video as well as down below. And just a quick word about the length of this bracelet. You want to give yourself a bit of leeway because the width of this bracelet will kind of shrink the overall length of your bracelet. So you may want to give yourself about maybe half an inch leeway, possibly more. You may have to experiment with this one. So for the purpose of this tutorial, we're referring to the core strands as core strands 1, 2, 3, and 4, going from left to right. Okay, so that should make things a lot easier. So I'm going to start by anchoring my secondary colors. I've got my white on a fid here, and I'm just going to take the buckle off the jig, and you see behind my top buckle there, I've got 2 strands that form the cow's hitch. I'm just going to anchor the white strand right through there and get equal amounts of paracord on both sides. Okay. Next, you're going to take the black cord. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to go on top of that white strand just right next to it, and again anchor that right underneath there and pull equal amounts of cord on both sides. So now we can start tying our paracord bracelet. Now with the lead strands of the licorice, I'm going to take the left strand, go out through the middle, go under and over from behind, and again under and over for the right strand, out through the middle. Now we're going to work with the white strand on the right side. Next, we're going to be working with our white strand. I'm just going to use a fid to make things a lot more clear. So with the white strand on the right, I'm going to go in between from behind cords 2 and 3. Go from the back to the front. Then you're going to go through cords 3 and 4, like so, and come out on the right side of your white cord from behind. So you've done one loop around. Now you've done that first pass, you're going to do the same thing one more time. So go in again between cords 2 and 3, and then now go through cords 3 and 4, like so. So you're looping around twice. And if you've done the Sanctified before, this is essentially the same thing, just with 2 loops. And now with the black cord on the right, you're going to go through cords 3 and 4. And then you're going to go through that crook on the outside. So you're going to be outside to the right of cord 4. And then again, do that twice. So back through the front, from the back to the front, cord 3 and 4, and out the crook on the right side of cord 4. Okay, so you've done basically two Sanctified strands on the right side with 2 loops each. And now moving on to the left side, we're going to do the exact same thing. Okay, so again, I'm just going to use a fid to make it a lot more clear. So with the left side white cord, come out the front between the middle, and then through cords 1 and 2, like so, and do a loop around. And again, through the middle, through cords 2 and 3, and then back through cords 1 and 2. Okay, 2 loops. Same thing, just mirrored. Okay, so we've done that. And I like to keep that white strand kind of to the opposite side, just to keep it out of the way, because you definitely don't want to tangle that one up with the black strand when you start looping around the black strand. So now with the black strand, go through cords 1 and 2 from back to front, and then pass it through the outside to the left of cord 1, like so, and then do a second pass. Okay, so loop that through twice. So now tightening this bracelet is a little bit trickier, especially the first knot. What you want to focus on is keeping those double loops nice and neat and lined up. So I'm just going to kind of cinch up everything gradually, and notice how I kind of pull on the white and black strands out to the sides, kind of on an angle. I feel like that helps. And also don't be afraid to use your knotter's tool to kind of loosen the knot if it's not tightening equally, okay? So let's just do a quick second pass. Again, the licorice cords out through the middle. And now with the first knot tied, it's a lot easier because the bracelet has kind of spread apart a bit. So again, this time not using fids, go through the right side there between cords 3 and 4. And again, 2 loops. So out through the middle and then through cords 3 and 4. Okay. So with that first one done, see again, I'm taking the cord, the white cord from the right side to the left, just to keep it out of the way. And now black cord through cords 3 and 4 and out through the side. And again, through 3 and 4. And go out that crook on the right side to the right of cord 4. Okay, so we've done that. And you can kind of get your cords lined up a bit before you tighten them fully. And then now on the opposite side, same thing but mirrored, out through the middle and through cords 1 and 2 and do double loops. Out through the middle, through cords 1 and 2. All right, so we're going to do that. Okay, and get those loops kind of lined up. It does help if you line them up a little bit first. Keep that to the right side, get it out of the way, and then black cord through cords 1 and 2. Out to the left side through the crook on the left and go for a second pass. All right, so that is essentially the pattern. And again, the key here is tightening. Try to keep those cords nice and even. And I do give it a good amount of tension for the licorice cords. That's the reddish color. Because I want to keep the knots nice and even. This is one of those bracelets that you got to make sure the cord or the tightening is even on each knot, just so that you know, the bracelet isn't wavy. So coming down to the end, I'm not doing anything different here. I'm just tying the same pattern, but it is a lot more cramped, so I will use my fids. I've also melted the ends of my black and white cords to kind of make, you know, fids out of them. So the ends there have been melted and they're stiffer now, so you can just use them almost as fids themselves. And of course you can use your knotter's tool or a fid to make space for those knots. So again, I'm not doing anything different. It's just working in a cramped space to finish this up. So keep going until you have no more space on that core and get the final knot in. So now to finish this one off, at least for the main part, we're going to snip and singe our cords. And the only thing I'm going to do is with the black cords here, I kind of want them coming out more out the back. So I just took my hemostats here and pulled them through one of the black loops there. And honestly, you can tuck them away any way you see fit. I'm just going to clip off the excess licorice cords like so, because tucking away those black cords means fewer cords sticking out the sides. You don't have to do that. You can just snip them where they are, but I just wanted to do that for mine. And of course, I'm just going to get rid of those black and white cords. So as you can see, they're more kind of tucked in on the inside there. But again, guys, you can just do, you know, whatever you see fit. And I'm just showing you one way of doing it. So just snip and melt those cords and press down on them with my knotter's tool. So next we're going to do the center ridge now. I've got my gray cord. I'm going to put it on a fid. And all I'm going to do ahead of time is tie a simple overhead knot just so that end doesn't slip out. Okay, so just going to tie that there. Now flipping over the bracelet, I'm going to start from the bottom actually. And you see how I have these double cow stitches on the bottom. I'm just going to go through the middle there. So I kind of went in through the side of one of those double cow stitches. I'm going to bring that all the way through. You see that little knot there stops the cord from slipping out. Now I'm going to go to the very top And then I'm going to go through the right below. Now I'm going to go through right below the buckle there. You see? Just in between. And it took a bit of work there. I had to do it off camera because I couldn't see through the viewfinder there. But anyway, yeah, I just got the cord through using my knotter's tool, made some space, and it's just that little area right below the buckle. So with the cord coming out the back now, I'm going to start making my ridges, that ridge spine. I'm going to go in from behind right there. See there? It's just to the left of the cord. Bring that cord out to the front, like so, and then you're going to go through on the right side there. So you can kind of see where I came out the back there. And with this bracelet, there is naturally some gaps going down the middle of it, so it's very easy to do this center spine. So again, I'm going in from the back, as you can see. And I'm always going to come out on the left side of that cord. Okay. So that cord is going to come out the front. Make sure you don't have any tangles. And then now that cord comes out. And then now you go to the right of the cord. So right next to it. Just make your way through there. Okay. So that's how to do the center spine. And yeah, it's quite simple. You're just going to repeat this process going down the length of your bracelet. And one quick little tip is don't make that center spine too tight, as in don't pull it too taut, because having a little bit of slack does help. So I've come down to the end now, and I'm doing my last little spine knot. Now I'm coming out the back, and from here you can anchor it wherever you want. Find any sort of knot or loop to anchor it under. I'm just going to go through this this white strand here. Doesn't really matter which one you choose, but I'm just going to do that one. Pull that cord out there, and I can just snip and melt it from there. Yeah, so I'm just going to snip the cord, melt it with my lighter, and press down on it with my knotter's tool. And don't forget that first piece of cord that we anchored with that overhand knot. You can clip that off where it is as well. Snip it, melt it, press down on it. Alright, and there we have it, guys. There is the Kahuku modification of the Sanctified Paracord Bracelet by Delton Dixon. Definitely check out his Instagram page. The link will be down below. And yeah, I hope you guys will get a chance to watch Avengers Endgame if that's your sort of thing. I got my tickets a while ago, so super excited for that. And remember, guys, if you want access to exclusive tutorials, feel free to check out my Patreon page. A huge shout out to all my Patreon supporters for making these videos possible. Link of that is in the video as well as down below. Guys, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.